In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my newly updated operations plan for our weekly cadence. We have extremely strong leads in place now for tech, sales, marketing, and fulfillment. So I am rebuilding how we're doing our weekly meeting structure, both at the operational cross-sync level, as well as the department level for each specific one of these buckets. So we're going to talk through what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we are getting data, visibility, communication, all through to each department, and then some future evolutions and concerns I already have going into this. Last year, we did $30 million in cash collected in our info coaching business. We've now done 72.96. I just updated this morning, and I'm not selling you anything. Everything on the channel is to share what did work, what didn't work, and what we're actively doing to scale to $100 million a year, all with the goal of finding top talent, opportunity, and networking with cool people doing the same shit. All right, so let's get into it. It's Monday. I'm back. Very personal weekend, and it was like hard to make videos, but we're here now. So here's the overall general structure. I literally built this morning at like 6 in the morning. So the operations meeting exists right now, sits on Tuesday. It's an hour. Sometimes it's been an hour and a half in the past, but right now it's an hour-long thing. And again, we're going to be talking weekly here, not quarterly check-ins, not annual planning strategy. This is literally like weekly ops, like in the trenches, how it's operating. So operations is an hour, and that is going to include, I'll actually go down to that down here, but it's going to include all these department heads. And then this portion is new. So this is what I'm newly rolling out, where we're going to have a tech ops, which technically has existed. We're going to have sales ops, marketing ops, and fulfillment ops. And then that is going to be basically the mid-level or like the decision-making and kind of higher level portion. And then each one will have the actual like team meetings. Okay, so that's a general gist. So sources for where I learned a lot of this stuff, and I could be completely off base and change this in a month. That's why I like making these videos every day, because I literally am showing you what I'm doing and what is working, what is not working, and sometimes I fuck shit up. So it just happens. But we have operated off of a lighter version of EOS for a long time. We used to be in Sharfin stuff. I actually really like that because it's like a waterfall approach. It's like, you set things at the higher level and they waterfall down, and projects and timelines waterfall down into different departments and different timeline schedules, but I don't know if he still has this thing, and I don't have access to it anymore, so we're running our own version. And then lean, I've liked that for a while. So this is just stuff I've learned online. We've paid for some of it, and a majority of it is just me reading books and attempting and navigating real time. So company ops. This is that first meeting. So this is how we do the the current meeting that exists on Tuesday that we go through. It's a cross-functional sync is the goal of it. So we are prioritizing projects, and we are proactively getting ahead of things that could be blockers. In current state, the attendees for this is CEO, COO, CMO. So again, executive, operating, marketing, chief of sales, product/people. Outbound director is setter manager. Senior tech lead is basically CTO, but not yet. And CS manager. So just starting there, what this meeting likely will look like into the future as we scale like aggressively will just be these C levels, because now like these all exist more or less under one of these other positions. And for a long time, it was like, 3 or 4 of us where these were included. These are like super good people and great at what they do. It'll just be interesting to see if they end up living in this operations meeting level, because like, for example, CS lives under CPO, senior tech lead actually currently lives under me, but like the other portion is if they upgrade or not upgrade, or if they, ascend up to being like the CTO, like we're in talks of him becoming full tech. Like he basically already is, but I still do a portion of it. And like, I want him having budget responsibility and all these different pieces. So as he scales up into this, then he would exist at this level, because that is the conversation. And right now they already do, and we're in the meeting. And then this one, we just hired a CSO. So in the past, it was outbound director. It was basically setter manager and closer manager on there. But now we have a CSO that's basically above that position, like on an org chart basis. And so yeah, it'll be interesting to see the structure. This is how the meeting actually runs. I have a really funny story about this, but I accidentally said I thought this was a segue, and it's really a segue. But so everyone just basically sits and chats about whatever for the first 2 to 5 minutes, and then rein it in. We start off with going through the scorecards and just quickly look across the data there. We then will do a rock check-in. Rocks are just quarterly, so everyone just rips down their list that we have set from the quarterly meeting, and it's, are we on track, are we not? Quick sentence if we're not. The scorecard is manually input, because for the longest time, I had everything automated, and people were not tied to their numbers. They had no explanation. They had no understanding. So they are manually filled in. That's a big one for us, little nugget that I still don't love, but it makes it so everyone's tied to their numbers a little bit more. And then customer and team, these are like wins and highlights. So anybody on the team that something like amazing happened, like, one of the closers went 3 for 3, for example, last week. So they had like 3 hat tricks in a row. Different customer ones are brought ahead. We have a client's win channel that they'll brought in. So it's basically just like a revamping and reamping up of the team. And then to do checkup is from the prior week and what was assigned for to do, and is there an update on it? Is it done or is it not? And if it's not, why? And then it rolls into IDS, which is basically the entire meeting, and that's identify, discuss, and solve. And that comes straight out of this EOS framework up here. So they have that traction book and a couple others. But basically, you have a nonstop thing of open lists that you're adding. So things that you have identified, basically, that you want discussed and solved. And then you are then assigning them to do. When they get one owner and a deadline and a department, and then they're tagged by department. And that's important for this next part. And then if they're like multi-week, a lot of time we'll put them in an in progress line. So it's like, it's actually been started and like the things are happening behind the scenes. And yeah, so that's like the general gist of this. It actually works pretty well. And the core of this is to understand that these are cross-functional items. So if they're like isolated, and this is like very candidly where I've had an issue with this so far, is everything kind of lives on here. So like an example of a tech project that's just very one-off will live on this as well, because it's like me and senior tech lead talking about it, and we'll assign it on that board. And it's like, it's not the cleanest way to do it. So that's why I'm making adjustments and shifts to this. So what we're newly rolling out is going to be, and then we're going to go back and forth and I'll explain the differences. So we're going to have department level operations meetings. So back up to here, what I was sharing here. So right now, this is the only one that exists. And then we basically have like one-to-ones with everybody on the different departments, but they're scattered. They're like 15-minute blocks. It's like quick check-ins. What's a project update? It's just not clean enough to know, like, to be encompassing to say, oh, the marketing department is what I'm going to use as a majority of these. But, you guys have 7 projects going on. You have a DTA, you have a load ticket, you have a this. What are you doing with a load ticket? 4 projects in there, because you're doing, CRO on the front end, you're doing AOV boosters, but then those connect back here, and like, are they getting filmed and who's producing them? We're talking like budgets, where like all of these different things are scattered, and they need a cadence around themselves that is different than an actual just like marketing huddle that has the team on it. Because we're going to have conversations here, and here that are all 3 going to be different. This one is going to be like marketing and where does it touch the overall company goals and pieces, because marketing, while it may be, oh, this is all we talk about, in like this example, it's like we also talk about sales and we also talk about tech. We also talk about like these need to be spread out and have cross-functional. Like there's always the one thing that needs to be solved, which for a long time was marketing. Right now it's sales. Next, I already have a feeling it's going to be fulfillment, just based on how much inflow is going to occur. But we want these to continue to be running, and that's been something we've messed up in the past, where we kind of like reactively just come to whatever's broken. And like you're always going to have a bottleneck. It's inherently like it's whatever, it's physics, it's the universe. You're always going to have a bottleneck, but making sure that the other ones are trying to like keep pace and scale into them and be proactive is what my goal is of this. Okay. So in these department ones, we're going to have like tactical progress, and focus. So right now, how the meetings look and how they're scheduled, this is literally starting this week. That's why I like these videos. I'm doing this real time. I'm going to be able to check back in a month and be like, wow, these fucking suck, or these are amazing. So it's going to be the CEO, COO, and really what it was going to be is us, but because our CEO is very sales and marketing focused, he's going to be on those, and then I'm likely going to just do the other ones. But COO, department lead, and then relevant team. This is the question mark right now, because like in marketing, for example, we have a creative director that's like very high level and understands a lot of this. So right now, I think it's just going to be the CMO, and then we're going to include the creative director, and like how far down that do we go? That's a question mark right now. So right now, the core thing I'm focused on is like basically us, department lead, but actually having a structure. So this is the big difference that does not exist right now in our current setup with the one-to-one schedule. It's basically like, what did you work on? What are you working on in the future? And like, what are you prioritizing? So we're actually going to change that up to be quick little segue in the beginning. The 30-minute blockers. We are going to have a scorecard. This is another part of like, this is all in motion, but I need to identify what KPIs are specific or are relevant to this meeting. And the biggest thing that I am like so focused on happening is I do not want this to become like overlapping. Because if this becomes like actually overlapping, like they're reporting the same numbers they reported here, if they are bringing the projects, if they're duping it from this board to this board, like that is going to be a shit show, and I do not want that. So I'm trying to get ahead of that and be like, okay, that's why it was beautiful with this Sharfin thing. It was waterfall, so it was like it could only exist in the next one from the original. So like they stored down, which EOS isn't really like that, like kind of like that, but not super. So staying ahead of that. making sure that there's clean data in here. So for example, something in marketing could be, you could have a full marketing board that's like, what were total bookings, what were total, apps, bookings, cost pers across here, across these ranges, what were, how many new ads, like what were the inputs? So how many new ads were tested? How many new, team stack, did it grow? Did it leave? Like everything marketing specific that you wouldn't necessarily normally do in an operations meeting, because in the operations meeting, it's like 3 or 4. It's like how many ads were tested, how many ads were created, what was the net backend CPA, and one other one, something. But like that's all you need to know here. But in this meeting, it's like, let's go deeper. And then in this meeting, let's go even deeper, because those are the people actually clicking the keys. So scorecarding and then IDS, the exact same framework as up here. So it is like, what are the projects in place? I already gave some examples of how those could look in marketing, but like we have 9 different things happening in marketing. And like last week, we're like, oh, what happened with that one thing? And it's like, oh, well, someone forgot about it, basically, is a simple way to put it. And we never tested it. We had it built. Or we have like these 3 VSLs sitting over here. And it's like, we ran a split test, but someone turned it off because of these metrics. And it's like, it's just scattered right now. And like, we cannot have that at the, team size we're at. And yeah, so to go a layer deeper on this one, and where I'm focused on where I'm building is I need to come up with a way. We have never had, like, we operate basically off like these large cash flow sheets that we've managed. And that's how we see everything. I can see basically everything. But what you can't do is really like segment expense wise. So we try to run lean. We obviously have not in a lot of ways. And now I'm going back in to clean that up. So I want to be able to meet with these department ops in these meetings. And, for a simple example, let's call it 5% of net new cash is what I want the marketing department to be. And being able to show them a budget of that is going to be very important. Same thing within fulfillment. So it's like aligning their budgets, what they can use in contest bonus pools, in CS, and in coaching, like how they can do those. They need budgets. They need math. They need data. They need all these things. And I think I have probably not done a good job. I mean, honestly, I haven't even had the data. So I've definitely done a bad job. If I don't even have the numbers, they definitely don't have the numbers. So I am focused on trying to do that and trying to come up with a way to do that where it makes sense. The data is clean and easy to make sense to them. They can optimize around it. And then all that backs out, per unit, per department, across XYZ range, that it always works for the company and is still a really good customer experience in whatever way. And we don't have high churn, all the things. So now some future evolutions and concerns about this. The biggest thing here is like, I want to run lean, so I don't want to slow things down. The big focus of these, and like, it's pretty lean. It's pretty lean. If you look at things like right now, I mean, if you're in sales, if you're the sales management, you are in the operations meeting on Tuesday. We have a 30-minute touch point here. We're talking also ad hoc whenever we want and do meetings. And then you have your team's basically meeting is 5 times a week is a daily huddle. Tech, because there is no team, we just have this meeting, and that's it. Marketing right now, and this is like a question mark, but right now they have operations, or the CMOs in the operations meeting. We are now having this marketing ops meeting that'll be on Thursdays, and then they have their own marketing huddle that already exists on Tuesday. And it's like, it'll be interesting to see how much information carries through once we have like that flow of info and how much gets passed down to the team, because dream state is like, we don't exist on these meetings. And then right now we exist on these and I facilitate these. And then the next iteration and layer of this is, well, I kind of jumped, but is replacing myself out of these. I want to run these for, I don't even know how long, but like until we're at crazy numbers, because I want to pulse. And same reason that I made a video about this yesterday, like where my focus is, but it's like the ops portion of this, but it's also like understanding the sales portion, it's understanding piece of the marketing, it's understanding fulfillment, and not to master any of them, just to be like dangerous. So I want to know things about fulfillment and community and recurring and the math behind it, and then the financial across all this. I want to know stuff about how we're doing automations and tech. Like, I just want a finger on the pulse, and I'm not going to be the best at any of them on purpose. But I want to be able to speak the speak and be able to do that. So that's a big focus, so I can replace myself out over time or even in tandem. I've already talked to people who have like project managers that work side by side them. I've never had a project manager, like a personal assistant or anything, but I think it would be nice to have a like project manager style person that can do this, and then then I don't have to click the keys. If I can just have the conversations and have 4 to 6 hours of meetings like this a week, that's like dream state. and someone else is there like actually breaking them down into ClickUp boards and structuring and reminding people of deadlines and doing that, but we get to have like the actual conversations around it. That would be dream state for the foreseeable future, and that would be fun to do for me. At least that's what I would view as fun. So that's the goal. And then the last piece of this is the duplication source of truth. Big concern I have, because I've seen it happen with tech, is something happens here. Tech already made their own IDS list because we're funny and we like the techie stuff and the boards and the structure. So they already built their own. I'm building out a marketing one, a sales one, and a fulfillment one. Marketing, sales, yeah, fulfillment ones. But they already built one out, and I'm already seeing things that get assigned here inside our ops meeting. Then he has assigned inside the department level one. It's like, we don't want that. So because then you're duplicating things, you can mark it off in one place, not the other. Like, you need a source of truth. So figuring out how to connect the ClickUp boards in a clean way, and or just knowing that like once something lives in here, it's cross sync. If it's non-cross sync, then you remove it from here. Like basically changing where they live based on objective. So if a tech project also touches, it's a marketing tech thing or it's a fulfillment onboarding thing, it lives here. And if it's tech specific, like we're going to update the database language of this, or we're going to change, a great example, we're going to change everything from Zap to N8N. And it's like that would live department here. It's very tactical. It's focused on tech, only tech. So we would keep that in here. That does not need to exist up here. The issue is sometimes I will have conversations, and I take blame for this, where I'll be like, oh, okay, so like, hey, what about this? Let's update this and do this. And like I have put projects in here that because I kind of live in tech land a little, I will like assign out or have conversations about it for it in here when it could just be in this meeting. And then the other issue or potential thing I see is the speed. Like having these meetings on Tuesday and Thursday, it's like, I don't know. I think people can do a lot in a short amount of time. And I think this maybe breeds like delays where it's like, oh, we'll talk about it on Tuesday. And it's like Thursday. And it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then you don't talk about it to Tuesday. And then Tuesday to Thursday is like, oh, not enough time. So then it'll be by the following Tuesday. So like I need to make sure everyone is in an understanding of like deadlines, and the deadlines are realistic, not just drawn to the end of the week. It's like, no, how long is it going to take you? It's like 2 hours. Okay, like well, let's do it in 2 hours. So that's a big thing. But hopefully this makes sense to you. I will update on how this goes. I think it's definitely easy for me to manage other than the boards and the agendas. That's like the pain. But Eddie and Mina and all those guys will tell me I'm an idiot for not having a personal assistant. But it is not happened yet. So we will see, but hopefully this was helpful. Daily update, all these videos going into a doc sorted by tech, marketing, sales, ops, all the things, mindset, and then you can filter by these and sort out. I'm on day 61 in a row of doing these. Yesterday was like 50K. We're still struggle bussing with the sales portion, but the sales hasn't even been rolled out, like the new system, new scripts, new anything. But we have some exciting updates that are coming with that into this week. So Monday, 8 a.m., and we will see what happens into the week. Drop any comments on this. Those crack me up when you guys have funny ones. Sorry if these weekend ones were a little more mindset-y. I had a bunch of stuff that was happening in like real life, so I was on a computer sparingly, which is rare, but that's that. Talk to you guys soon. Hit me on X or IG. Bye.